First off, I just want to say I appreciate you letting me have this space to talk because you could, as much as we talked, as much as we was acting like we had it all figured out and it was us against the world, y'all could have easily dismissed us and said, nah, what happened to all that shit y'all was talking when y'all was over there? How y'all gonna flip the script and da 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 da?
I know that a lot of people are proud of these members that have left Nature Boy in his camp, and we still have some stragglers. But always understand, on my channel, I always pointed out the trickery. And I always said that Aaron was not for Nature Boy. Aaron was for Aaron. Aaron, prior to Nature Boy getting locked up, and when Nature Boy got locked up, Nature Boy was not the topic of concern to Aaron because of what he had endured with the back and forth with Sheba. He is human first and foremost. I don't care what he believed as fathers of knowledge or in Nature Boy. There had to have came a time that his feelings low key that he was able to keep inside to himself made him like an animal, low key. And it was a matter of time before he crossed Nature Boy like he did.
And I feel like I'm coming out of rehab, trying to relearn how to walk and relearn how to talk. Because for a number of years, I was giving out standard issued responses. When somebody says this, you say that. When they say this, you say that. But the level necessary to reach your own reasoning ability was not there. And so I realized that what I was doing, and I say what I was doing because, like I said backstage, this ain't about to be a he did this to me and he's this and he's that. I don't even really care about that.
Was crossing Nature Boy the whole time that Nature Boy was in jail and he was on Big Go. You could tell in his body language he wasn't even trying to put in that much effort to raise that money up for a court appointed lawyer. He did the bare minimum, which was that 2 hours, and sometimes he'd be on there longer, but he could care less if people sent him beans.
Because if I don't walk away fully understanding how I put myself in that situation, I'm liable to do it again in another form.
I'm telling you, his driving factor, his driving focus was not Nature Boy, and it hasn't been for quite some time. It didn't take Nature Boy to go to jail for True to get funny. True been getting funny with Nature Boy. True been feeling a certain way about Nature Boy. And all he's doing now is saying exactly how he was feeling at that moment.
So this is bigger than me. This is bigger than the people who have left and the people who are still there. This is bigger than Nature Boy. This is about anybody on any spectrum, whether that be in a domestic violence relationship or in a all the way to the opposite extreme, as large as being a group of people who escaping something as vast as North Korea. It's not Nature Boy I have a problem with. But when I understand sociopathic narcissism, Nature Boy tends to make everything about him.
At the moment when people would call it to people's attention, nobody wanted to believe it. Everybody wanted to believe, yeah, True's riding for Nature Boy. No. True had the opportunity when Nature Boy went to jail to be free, to be a free agent, to do what True wanted to do. But trust and believe, when I used to see True up on Big O, I always got this feeling of a dude that was gonna get Natureboy back any means necessary. Natureboy put him through a lot of turmoil. He caused him a lot of unnecessary heartache and restless nights, sleepless nights. True started losing weight. True was stressed. You could see it physically. There's no way in the world. I don't care if he's the last of the Mohegans. That meant nothing. It held no weight. People stand around or be around you all the time in life, and that don't mean that they really got your back. They have their own alternative motive. Maybe he was there trying to figure out what he was going to do next. What was his plan B?
About Natureboy, in a sense of, this is not why I'm doing what I'm doing. I have a problem with the behavior. That behavior does not belong in a relationship. It does not belong in an organization. It does not belong on a team or a group. And if you find yourself underneath this type of leadership, I want you to understand that although there may be promises that one day this is going to make sense, or one day you will come out on the other side, if you see those character traits within your leadership, because there's nothing wrong with leadership. I was in the military for 8 years. Leadership is very good. It is necessary. Organization, team, it is necessary. But when your leadership is displaying the characteristics you've seen, you are bound to fail. It is.
I don't know. But all I know is I knew that True was going to eventually do what he's doing now. He has every right to. This man has been subjected to inhumane situations and disrespect as a man for quite some time. So everything that you heard, you might as well delete it out of your memory bank of the disrespect. And when he was defending Natureboy and defending Natureboy and disrespecting the public, he didn't mean none of that. He felt the same way you felt. He just couldn't say it.
Because a question that arises more often than not is, how did you find yourself joining a cult? I didn't join a cult. People don't join cults. What people do is they join groups that they feel like are in alignment with their values, later to find out that that wasn't the case. And I feel like the changes were so gradual that they became almost imperceptible. We went from cosmic currency to I need money. We went from self-reflection to everything you do is wrong and everything I say is right.
He wasn't gonna say it because of the repercussions of his actions. Could have got him in a lot of trouble with Natureboy. He said it out of his own mouth. I'm going to plan a day this week. I said Tuesday, but I got to see how the week's going for me, because this is a 6-hour live, and I want to give my thoughts on the whole conversation that was said on the panel. But I have to make it for a day that I know I'm going to have time to be able to do it. It's definitely going to have to be early. But y'all got to understand, these people were under a reprogramming and brainwash. And I think that there was a time that they did say that this wasn't for me, but they felt like it was too late to turn back, so that's why they stayed. But whatever the reason was that they stayed in this toxic situation, yeah, right, I'll agree with you. They only left because Natureboy went to jail. Who knows how long it would have taken them to finally leave. But I look at it, playing devil's advocate, that it didn't matter it took that Natureboy left or went to jail. It was meant to happen either way for them to leave. It was designed that way for them to leave. I'm glad that majority of them have left and they're going to stay gone.